Hello? Am I back? What was that about? That was weird. All of my monitors... I'm back. People are saying I'm back in the chat. All my monitors... There are 3 monitors in front of me. All of them just went black instantly, but the PC was still on. And then in my headphones, I heard... Bibba-doo, 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 like about 4 devices disconnected. And then suddenly... Bibba-doo, and then the monitors came back on, and OBS was just like a white screen. And I could still see the chat. It was still there. It said it was still streaming, but evidently I wasn't. Anyway, what I was saying was simply that we've got everything in the house all nice and sorted, and we had a great time just looking at the house and thinking, yeah, this is, at the end of a lot of hard work, putting it all together, it's nice now. So that was really good. You had a power surge, says NexusPolaris. Maybe. Speaking of NexusPolaris, we have got a very exciting stream ahead of us, because although I was probably going to do an actual real painting stream today anyway, just to finish this off, I won't spend long on this. I then have a brand new, one moment, A4 canvas here. All my windows have moved around now since I've restarted everything. Here we go. Look at that. A pristine one. Probably in portrait, because NexusPolaris is a very generous, very, very generous, top tier Patreon donator. Patron would be the noun. And we're going to be doing a painting, especially for him/her. I've not inquired, actually, but there you go. So that's very exciting. But anyway, where was I? Thank you very much to Steven Scolas for the bits. Glad you enjoyed Worst Games Ever. Rich M. Water subscribed via Prime for 28 months, currently on a 1-month streak. Hey, you have to start somewhere, right? And Rich M. Water says, is this arts? Well, we'll find out. Steven Scolas also subscribed for 41 months, currently on a 38-month streak. Resubbing for TripleJump during a Peter Austin stream, and it's an art stream. The stars have aligned, and all is right with the world on this Monday. Anyway, a billion thanks for all the laughs, good times, entertainment, etc. Here's to much more. Also, is this legs? Lots of love, TP. Thank you, Stephen, for your kind words. Thank you for resubbing. It's great to see. We love to see it. Is this lags? Then Silog said. Yeah, so then the stream lagged out, and we're back, and that's it, and we'll caught up. So, Bewhip, Trillion Jones subscribed for 33 months. Hey Teeps and Walrus Clan, hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you for not showing traumatic childhood television this week. Well, you're welcome. So, I need my... Oh, where's my palette? Is it under the... Oh no, have I left my palette upstairs? Oh no! It's all going Peter Tong. I've got my brushes. I've got my water. I think I've left my paint palette. Do I need it is the question. And the immediate answer, without any hesitation, is yes, I do. I'm literally going to have to take my headphones off, unplug my microphone, and run upstairs and grab my palette. It's got to be done. I always come prepared, don't I, on these streams? Prepared to unplug my microphone and run away and leave you just on an empty live screen for a little while. That's what I come prepared to do. Mods, it's all up to you. If anyone says, naughty words like, git or bollock, do what you want. Hello. Found it. Great. Oh, look at all these emotes people have been posting in the chat. Did I miss anyone while I was away? Stephen Scotus has gifted 2 subs. They've gone to Dr. Monday and Jack Without the C. I take it my microphone is working now. Yeah, sometimes you plug these things back in and they don't work anymore because OBS. Thank you, Stephen, for that. For gifting, and that takes you up to 551. 551, that's loads. 4 away from 555, which is the beginning of all fictional American phone numbers. It's weird, that's the second time I've said that very recently on some kind of content. I don't know what it was, some stream or something or other. I forget all these things. Good. Then we had JL Soryu, who subscribed for 15 months. Wow, thank you very much for being with us for well over a year now. Much appreciated. And now I am a proper art, says Carrie. That's what I am. And there goes Stephen with the 4 required for 555. Now we can make a fictional phone call. Hello? They've gone to Chiggy Desu, Pokemaniac Junk, Lethal Lee, and M the Emu. And a hype train is close as well. So someone just needs to do a something or other within a minute and kicks off the hype train. So I am going to basically hurry up and finish this so we can get to the main event, which is Nexus Polaris' special painting. But I'll just finish this off as I was planning on doing anyway today. So, in fact, what we could do, we could go with the old classic. I'm going to mute the sniper audio. Boom, it's gone. And hit play on the old faithful, reliable Coffee House Jazz. One of these... Oh, whoops, I've just opened the stream. One of these days, I'm going to suddenly realize that this is not actually royalty-free, and we'll be in big trouble. Wow! We're about to beat our last record. Keep up the support. Look at that, everyone. Everyone suddenly started subscribing, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Hope everyone is doing well. Can't wait for the Tat Appeal video.
Oh yeah, it's Tat Appeal time soon. There's so much tat arriving. I'm just going to pull the picture back a bit so I can... So, do you remember I put
Hello,
blue
Peter.
all up in Ben's
I have
arm?
to apologize and warn you. In Tat Appeal I sent what I thought was white chocolate in a tube, but it's not. For the love of God, don't eat this unless you want jet diarrhea because it's white chocolate flavored condensed milk.
Oh
Such
god.
for coffee or biscuits, but not for your intestines. Remember, don't eat the tube. Okay, bye. Hashtag
Okay.
Plop tube.
The plop tube. Imagine me being like, oh wow, someone sent this specially for me, thanks. And then just eating a tube of condensed milk. Yum yum. So yeah, I accidentally put jeans inside Ben's arm on the previous stream. But there we go, that's fixed already. I just had to wait for it to dry, but I couldn't last time because it was wet. And it was blue, and it meant I couldn't do it. So, let me clean my brush off. I think all I need to do now really is me. So actually, I'll just do a bit of a neck. Oh yeah, it smells like chocolate. I've just remembered. I say it every time. It smells so delicious, this paint. Right, thank you to all those people who've subscribed so far. We're halfway to our last record, whatever that is. I didn't tell you what the last record was, but we are halfway there. Well over halfway, and we've got 2 minutes left. So if you want, you can go for that. Thank you very much to... That's a bit loud now. Well, it is for me. I don't know if it is for you guys. Is that all right, that background jazz? Do you want it a little bit quieter? Thank you to Barley89 for subscribing for 39 months. Thank you very much. That's nearly 40. Yeah. So close.
Hype train art time, Tiny Peter. Hype, hype, hype.
Hype, hype, hype. Thank you to Dittacat, who subscribed via Prime. Welcome to the Walrus clan, Dittacat. Thank you very much indeed for taking a chance on us with your Amazon Prime thingy. You know, benefit. Twitch Prime thing. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated. Thank you to Base Windu, who subscribed via Prime.
Opal Ops, didn't think about that. Not sure if some of the treats I sent are PETA friendly.
That's
Please
okay.
check first.
I always check.
Apologies.
Don't worry, everyone. I won't eat anyone's tat without checking whether it's PETA friendly. I've learnt the hard way not to just eat stuff without checking. And I don't mean in a previous tat appeal. I've never got sick from tat. Surprisingly. Some of the stuff we get sent, it's amazing. There we go. I'm actually wearing my my Artstream jumper this week because it was I brought the wrong one. I brought my main menu one. Problem is I've got 2 red jumpers and 2 red aprons now. Actually, no, the other one's not red, is it? The other apron, but the jumper is. So hang on, I'm just concentrating, and then I'll get back to whatever it was I was saying when I remember. Okay, that'll do for now. Hey, level 2 emotes, everyone. Well done. Thank you very much for contributing to that. Base Windu, that's what I was saying. Subscribed via Prime for 4 months, currently on a 1-month streak. Hey, Base Windu, you could streak it if you want to streak it. 1 large hype wagon, please. Well, we got it, and thank you very much for contributing to it. Same goes to Sammy, what's their name? Can't wait for the Tat Appeal video. I can't wait either. I'm really excited. The pile is mounting, literally turning into a small mountain in our upstairs studio, which we don't use really for much stuff. Bartek Kubitsa with 100 bits. Hello, Peter. Have to apologize. You've sent condensed milk. That's the flavor of white chocolate. Well, thank you for telling me, Bartek, and I will mention that when I open it, when we open it on the Tat stream. I'll say, funny thing happened. That's if I remember, which I'm sure I probably will, because someone will no doubt hand it to me. Hey, Peter, look, Bartek got you a tube of white chocolate. And I'll go, no, he did not. The far wall says art, hi, and has been subscribed for 33 months. Thank you very much for that. 33 months, wow, that's a third of 100 months-ish. 300 bits from Stephen on the hype train. Art time, Tiny Peter, hype, hype, hype. Well, we did it, everyone. Thank you, Stephen, for the 300 bits. That's very generous. And 145 bits from Sammy, what's her name, saying, do not eat without checking. I may have sent diarrhea tablets by accident. Don't worry. But thank you for the warning. Then we got the hype train. I don't think I've seen any messages in there about saying whether the music sounds good or bad, but I'm assuming the fact that no one said it sounds bad means that it's fine. So we'll be okay. So okay, I think I've got to do what I did with Ben, which is put the waist in at the very bottom. Why Peter never wear half shirt? There we go. A little bit more of that. Can really slap it on now. I don't think I've been live since Elon Musk just absolutely crapped all over Twitter. Well, I might have been live since then, but I certainly didn't talk about it on my last stream. Man, that sucks. I've seen people say for a very long time, pre-Elon, that Twitter is the pits, and they hate the Bird app, but they still go on it because they can't not, and they hate it, and it's full of horrible, abusive people. And I know I'm very fortunate and privileged to feel this way. I really like Twitter, and I've never really had much in the way of unpleasant experience on there. Of course, I've had the same thing you get all over the internet, and also in the YouTube comment section when you're a content creator like me. And and in that vein, I have seen people who are a-holes and say things you don't want to hear or whatever. But very broad, but generally speaking, I have always really liked Twitter since I joined it years ago. I joined it when I was at What Culture, because everyone was on it there, and it was an opportunity to, we were able to plug it at the end of videos and stuff. Well, for a time we were, and then they said you can't do that anymore for some reason. And I think it's a great place to hear breaking news. I think it's a great place to find interests and people who share your interests. I follow some really interesting accounts, and by checking other people's things that other people are following, people who that you like John Smith's stuff, and John Smith follows Mary Sue, and you're like, oh, hey, look at all this stuff Mary Sue does. That's great. Big fan of this. And then they're both retweeting stuff from Jane Doe, and you're like, oh man, Jane is doing top quality work. So I think it's great for all that, and it makes me sad that Elon Musk has just absolutely plopped the bed with it. But whatever. I'm hopeful it will survive this, but the issue is I don't know where else we can go for a similar kind of service. I was saying it might be time for us to start kind of plugging our Reddit a bit more, because there is a subreddit. I can't even remember if it's an official one, if we actually started it or if someone else did. And I think we do have control of it now, or we might have mod access. Not really sure, but r/team TripleJump does exist. And at the moment, it mostly just posts automated video content. So whenever any video goes live, it just gets posted probably by a bot. But that's kind of the closest thing I can think of to in terms of what I get out of Twitter. Like I say, finding interests, or content that is within a certain category. I follow all kinds of things, but I've been following accounts with pulpy kind of sci-fi art from mid-century Pulp Fiction style, you Flash Gordons and stuff like that. Just posts art from that kind of era. And I follow 70s sci-fi art, and I mean, not just that, I follow all kinds of things. I follow a lot of people who post stuff about what accounts do I follow? I've forgotten. I follow the Space Shipper, who just posts cool spaceships. I follow people who write weird, spooky fan fiction, not fan fiction, creepypastas and stuff. Follow Spyro accounts, fan accounts. Follow folklorists, weird history. I follow the Mudlarker. Loads of stuff, I don't follow that many celebrities actually, but yeah. So if Twitter dies a death, I'll be right sad about it. A lot of people are saying they're not big Reddit users. Some people don't use Twitter. Breaking news. Twitter is entirely down to who you follow. Pick the right peeps and enjoy, says the Firewall. Yeah, I think that's how I feel about it. I think you just need to surround yourself with the right people. Follow the right people. Be followed by the right people. You know, block the wrong people. There's no harm in blocking people. I don't think I've got many blocked people at all. In fact, there are very, very few people that I've blocked, if any. I sometimes mute people who are like, you know, just talking crap or whatever. But I don't know if I might not have ever blocked anyone. I probably have one or two people. Lobrotovich says Beyond Good and Evil update account. Yeah, I do follow a couple of Beyond Good and Evil accounts. There's that one that says, is Beyond Good and Evil 2 out yet? And they just post no every day. I follow someone who's sort of in the fan community who occasionally posts stuff. I follow BG... what's it called? BGE Myth, which posts like interesting behind the scenes stuff and yeah, cool things. Oh, I'll tell you a recent account that I've started following. I did say before that I follow Spyro stuff. If you're a regular viewer of what I'm tweeting and retweeting, you will have seen, I'm sure, there's an AI generation account called This Spyro World Does Not Exist. And it's just a like AI image generation using the style, the kind of graphical style of PS1 era Spyro. And it just makes like new Spyro worlds, just like strange castles and things. And you're like, oh, you know, what's this? Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps. They're smart, they're fun, they know. Art Breeder is good for AI art. I used it for a project, says Cameron Keywood. Oh. Voodoo. Just mixing a darker red. Oh man, you really, like, a single drop of black just massively darkens everything. I've definitely overdone this. All I wanted to do was like put a bit of a if I put a shadow on there and then get a clean brush, can I just like pull it all upwards? Make a gradient? Kinda. There we go, just so it sort of looks like my hand's going, it looks like it's going behind my back actually, like I'm up to no good, but whatever. So, there we go. I mean, I do just have a great big red t-shirt with nothing on it, but that'll do. I don't want to spend too long on this. I'm happy with it. I think it's good, but yeah, I've no more to add to that. Ashton's got a knife. Ben looks worried. I look like I'm sort of rolling my eyes for some reason. I don't really remember why I made that creative decision, but hey, here we go. So I've now got two. This will be the second art piece, and we're using the word art fairly loosely. Oh, I see where the camera's wrong. It's been moved back, which is strange. Someone's tried to overcorrect or undercorrect. There it is. So this one and another one are a couple of arts that I've done not for anyone in particular. And I don't know if we'll... I'm always in two minds about whether to... So I did once sell an art piece for charity. I did the Bored Ape NFT. You might remember me doing that. And that was fun. But I don't know if I want to make a habit of saying, hey, here's a couple of extra art pieces that you can buy, because I feel it then kind of devalues the top tier reward. So I don't know. I can't promise this will ever be available to buy, but maybe it will. I don't know. Just adding probably another coat of purple on here because you can see Ashton's hair behind or on top of it, which you should not be able to see. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Dun. Lovely. That might dry a lot clearer than it looks at the moment, but right now I can't see Ashton's hair, which is great. Who'd want to see Ashton's hair? Gross. Am I right? Girls, etc. There we go. So now it's time. Excuse me. I assume, Nexus Polaris, that you would like this in portrait rather than in landscape, given the subject matter. That's landscape, that's portrait. You probably want it in portrait. Let me catch up on some alerts. So thank you to Eden and Pops, who subscribed via Prime. I hope you're all painting along at home, actually. I normally set a little task for you all, don't I? So you could have maybe been painting or drawing some friends or something. I'll tell you in just a moment what I'm going to paint. And maybe you can do an equivalent if you like, or you can do whatever you want at home. But I do like it when everyone gets involved in the art. We need to look at the gallery as well at some point, so there's a lot to do. Lovely. So, Eden and Pops subscribed via Prime for 23 months. Howdy, Peter and Triple Gang. We hope all is well, everyone is well. What can Eden draw today? There you go. See, that's what made me think, because Eden wants to know what to draw. I'll tell you in about 3 minutes or less, 2 minutes. Get counting. It's something that probably a lot of people have drawn before. We might have even done it on an art stream before, but you can never draw too many of what it's going to be today. So, Batman fan Drew what? We'll find out in a minute. Batman fan Drew, thank you very much for subscribing for 42 months. That's an awfully long time. Did I say that Eden and Pops was for 23 months? That's also an awfully long time. That's just shy of 2 years, which is crazy. Right, here we go. Eden must know, shouts Eden and Pops in the chat. Yeah. So.
I was watching Call Me Kevin play Spider-Man 2 on the PS2 yesterday, and Peter Parker sounds glasses bore a strong resemblance to UTP. Same haircut. Can you, TP, confirm that you didn't do mocap nor send your likeness as a model to Treyarch for that game?
Well, surely they use the likeness of Tobey Maguire in that game, don't they? And they use his actual voice, I think. So what you're saying is, I look like CG or, polygonal Tobey Maguire. And, all right, fine, I'll take that. Eden and Pops and everyone else who wants to paint along. Thank you, by the way, I've got media for the bits. Today, we will be painting Billy Ray Walrus, although specifically Billy Ray Walrus wearing an Is This Legs shirt. So you can do that if you want. You can do your own Billy. You can do Billy wearing something else. You can do someone else wearing an Nexus Legs shirt. You could just draw a massive pair of legs. That would be great, actually. Hope someone asks for that one day. So I've just realised I don't have any pink paint. Look at this. It looks slightly different on camera, but that one there is the red I just used on that jumper, and I think when I held it close up you could see that it was red. And this other one is called Brilliant Red. Brilliant Red. So there's Brilliant Red and Crimson, and those are our options. Or I could put a bit of crimson and white together. Maybe, if I think about this carefully, I could be clever and remember the recipe. So if I do 50-50 and mix that together, it might be a bit pale, but at least I'll know that if I need more paint in the same colour, no matter how much I need, just make it with a bit of 50-50. That's what I'm going to do, although I seem to be running out of white. So, we're doing Billy Ray Walruses today, everybody. No, guys, he's wearing an Is This Legs shirt. Oh, those Tusks t-shirt. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Howdy TP, I sent a DM to the TJ Twitter last week regarding a tat parcel and haven't heard back. Would it be better if I didn't one of you guys/girls instead?
Friend with Salt 69, thank you for the bits. That might partly be because our boy Fraser is off at the moment. Best thing to do is probably what's the best way to contact us? I mean, if it's something that you can tweet publicly, that's the easiest thing. We're far more likely to see stuff that's tweeted publicly rather than privately. But, you know, maybe it contains sensitive information, which is fine. In which case, I will simply ask or check myself or ask someone to check the DMs. That's what we'll do. Yeah, ideally, if anyone ever wants to contact us, I would always suggest that you tweet us directly. If you don't have Twitter, then, you know, maybe publicly mention something in the chat on a stream. Or, yeah, those are probably some of the best ways. Maybe get the attention of a Discord mod. They might be able to pass something on to us if we're kind of missing it. So there are ways. We should probably at some point come up with a proper contact email address. We do obviously have an email address that we use for kind of more businessy stuff, business inquiries. But yeah, it's probably time we make ourselves a bit more contactable to the outside world. The issue is, you know, you then run the risk of opening yourself up to, I mean, we still occasionally get emails from people who, you know, they might know our email address from when they've been posted on like job ads and stuff. Or there are a couple of occasions where our work email accounts, like the direct ones, like mine and Ben's and Ashton's and maybe Adam Pachiti's and stuff, they've been publicly available for whatever logistical reason. And some people who had them at the time still have them because maybe, you know, they got in touch, oh yikes, for the job in question or whatever it was. I'll just cover that with some hair, I think. That's a big old Billy head. But you got to start big and get small. I don't know. And yeah, then people sometimes get in touch with us directly through those emails, which is sometimes fine and sometimes it's not, depending on what it is that they're saying or asking. Yeah, ideally I would suggest, as a general rule, and this doesn't apply to everyone who's ever emailed us directly, so if that includes you, don't necessarily think that that you are wrong to do so. But yeah, if you happen to have access to our direct work email addresses, it would be better to only do that for very much business inquiries, which is what we usually get from there, and that's fine. So he's going to have a big t-shirt, and then he needs his tail down here. Remember, this is a special painting for Nexus Polaris, who says that's walrus sized. It certainly is. Nexus Polaris very, very generously became a top tier patron recently. And one of the many benefits of that is that you get a painting painted for you live on the internet by these fair hands. Remember, they're not always the best paintings ever. They're worse than most, but I do my very best. I'm glad I made enough of this pinky purple skin. Made loads of it. So who is painting or drawing along at home today? I can't decide what game to do for what this game means to me. Hey, well, there's no rush. Those rewards, you know, you can claim them whenever you want to. So even if it's in a month's time or something, or many months' time, we've had people claim various things. Like the personalized video message is one of the things you can get at a lower tier than top tier. And lots of people just sort of wait for that, maybe for a special occasion or whatever. And yeah, there's no rush to claim anything, so you can have a good old think. If you wish. There we go. So yeah, who's arting today? Just Eden. There we go. Amazing. I'm making a quiche, which I'm sure will be artistically significant in its own right, says Trillian Jones. What kind of quiche are you making? You know what I like in a quiche? Goat's cheese and like red pepper and or caramelized onion. Oh, I do love goat's cheese. People say it smells / tastes of goat, and they're not wrong, but when you smell a goat in real life, it's not good. It's a bad smell. And yet when you taste the smell of goat, it's fine. It's good. You know, it's a bit like cheddar, actually. If you get a fresh, well, or worse cheese, obviously like the stinkiest of cheeses, like camembert and stuff, but even like a fresh, mature cheddar, if you open it out the packet immediately and take it out, it smells dreadful. It's like sort of cheesy, feety cheese smell. But you eat it, it tastes fantastic. Same with goat's cheese. That's what I think. Smells bad. I admit it. But tastes good. So, what I'm going to do actually, I've just cleaned my brush, but what I think I need to do is actually make this... Oh, yikes. Sort of round it off. There we go. So I need to add a little bit of a neck. There we go. Bit of neck. That's good. Now I'll wash my brush and I'm going to do the t-shirt. Now I'm probably going to do the t-shirt in a lighter colour than it normally would be because, I mean, if that's okay with you, Nexus Polaris. I mean, I take a bit of artistic license, but hopefully you'll allow me, for logistical reasons, if nothing else, to do a lighter than usual Is This Legs t-shirt because it will then allow me to still be able to draw over the top of it without the writing vanishing. So I've got like a pale blue, like a sky blue, or I've got a yellow. You choose. That's what you pay for. So let me know in the chat. Oh, black shirt would be great, says Nexus Polaris. Well, I can do a black shirt if you want a black shirt, but then to paint over the top of black is difficult while the paint is still wet. So, and you know, we're only here till for another hour or so. If you want a black shirt, I can try the black shirt, no doubt. So we've got Joshy Washy Woo Wo, who says, hey, what's going on? I'm Joshy Washy. I'm a black belt in friendship, so be careful or I might just buy you a beer. Wow, okay. Welcome, Joshy Washy. Nice to have you. I'm sure we had some Buips. We got 100 bits from Fried with Salt 69. Oh, I did that one, did I? Yes, that was the DM one. 100 bits from Forgotten Media. I was watching Call Me Kevin play Spider-Man 2. Oh yeah, that's the Spider-Man one. And we got Batman fan Drew who subscribed. Okay, oh, we're all caught up then. In fact, let me find out what people are painting and drawing. I sent you a pigeon. Have you received it yet? Says Pup George. It's not here yet, but I mean, there are lots of pigeons in Newcastle. It's hard to track down. I hung my painting that TP did for me on a stream a while back. Still love it. Oh, it's good to know, Stephen, that it's all hung up. Pride of place. I'm drawing along in my sketchbook, says Stephen. I'm making your tat, says Plushy Labs Jennykin. How exciting. Carry the Worst drawing digitally. Donak drawing. Sprout Stuff drawing. Pup George just getting started. Oh, how exciting. Mr. Black about to art. I painted my nails today. Does that count? Says Lucy B. Yes, it does. It does indeed. Peter is the Chupacabra. Mystery solved. I am a goat sucker. You can get arrested for that in a number of counties, but not Yorkshire. So that's fine. Nexus Polaris says you can do whichever one you'd like, though. I mean, I kind of feel like I want to do a black shirt now for you because that's what you requested, but I'm just a bit concerned I won't be able to write Is This Legs on it by the time we're done. I tell you what, I can probably do that. If I do that now and maybe try and paint quite thinly to help it dry, then even if the text has to wait till the very end of the stream, it should have hopefully dried by then. So we'll aim for a somewhat accurate Is This Legs shirt. So I'm going to try and sort of dry brush it on. Dry brush Threepwood. I think I've said that before in an art stream. Okay, it's going all right. He's got a bit of a lean on him, it looks like, but oh, I could just do that actually. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. What could do for now? Let's get canvas cam on. Oh, that's interesting. See, I told you the camera had moved. Let me... Hoik! There we go. Looks a mess now, but it's because I'm, like I say, I'm trying to just add it on quite thinly, which means it comes out with all the, you know, you can sort of see the canvas through it for now, and it's all a bit washed out and horrible, but that's fine. It's intentional for the time being, and I'll fill it in as we go. Ashton and I shot an episode of After Dark today, and I described it at the end as a proper episode of After Dark, in that, like, we did all the hits. We talked about sex, we talked about the supernatural, we did some questions where it's like, if you had to do this thing, what would you do? Those kinds of questions. Everything you expect from an episode of After Dark. Just sharpening up the edge of this shirt now. It was too sexy of a podcast. Hey, it's never too sexy for After Dark, that's the point. Definitely too sexy for the TripleJump Podcast. The normal one, the boring video game one, where we go, oh, what do you think of the Game Awards nominations? Oh, if you could only take one game with you to hell, what would you take? That's not me making fun of you, that's me making fun of video games. Ugh, boring. I would never make fun of you guys and your excellent questions. Just make fun of your hobby. You bunch of nerds. I might go, let's go a little wider now. There we go. How's everyone's art going? Are we all happy? I think me trying to dry brush this middle bit has kind of gone out the window a little bit, but never mind. I'm really excited to go home because I know that when we've had our tea, we'll be watching the next episode of Unsolved Mysteries Season 3, which I've been really enjoying. In fact, we talked about that on the podcast today. Don't worry, we didn't talk about any particular episodes, but I just mentioned it in passing, saying, oh yeah, I'm watching that at the moment, and it's really good. So jazzy, this piece. I love how they just sort of slam their hand all over the piano there. Do they ever solve the mysteries, says Clumboli. They don't. That's the only well, it's not as much of a downside as when I watch true crime stuff. I'm always a little bit frustrated when you get to the end and they're like, and no one has ever been arrested. See you next time. And you're like, oh, what? Come on. But first off, going into Unsolved Mysteries, you know that that's how it's, or, well, you at least are prepared for it to end like that. So that's a good thing, to just have a bit of warning that, hey, this might end with them saying, and we don't know who did it. The end. Bye. But also, some of them aren't, the mystery isn't like, who did it? It's like, hey, where's the victim? Or like, where's this missing person gone to? It's not necessarily that they were murdered, or, hey, we know this person murdered this person, but then they went on the run, and it's a mystery as to where they've gone to, but we know that they did the murder, you know? So it's good in that sense, because they're not all sort of slightly frustrating endings where you're like, but I want to know, I want Agatha Christie to gather them all in the drawing room at the end and point at the butler and say, he's a pervert. He buttled at me. Okay, black t-shirt. Billy's looking rad. Billy's never looked radder, I would argue. Oh, I'll tell you what we should do. We should hire someone to make tiny little equivalents of all of our merch for Billy to wear, and he can model all of our merch and he can wear it on the store. It'd be great. You've got that on the slight angle. It's slightly more, fractionally more proportional when you look at it like that than like that, but not by much. He's got a fair bit of neck on him today, hasn't he, Billy, old BRW? But that's fine. Billy's looking like the Fonz. Yeah, I suppose he is a bit. There we go. Bit of a tidy. Sharpen this edge up here. Excellent. Okay, so if I now start on the face, not the face, then hopefully by the time I've done everything else and maybe even looked at the gallery, this body might be dry enough that we can paint over the top of it. I'm almost sort of scraping excess paint off now. Just to help it dry a bit. Okay, good. So, in fact, let me catch up on the chat. Problem is, when I'm doing these paintings, I focus so much on the painting. I miss all this excellent chat. Solve along at home, yeah. The other thing I like about Unsolved Mysteries this season is that there are 2 or 3 kind of supernatural ones. There's like a UFO encounter where like half of a town in Michigan saw it and it was tracked on radar, and it's like, what was that? Like, you don't have to say it was alien spacecraft. You can say whatever, it could have been like a technology test done by the US. It could have been a foreign power bringing with some kind of plane or whatever, like an aircraft. It might not have been technology. It could have been a weather phenomenon. I don't care what it is. That's not what interests me. Well, I do also care what it is, because I've just complained about when the mysteries are unsolved at the end. But it's as interesting to me that half of a town saw something really strange in the sky and it was like tracked on radar, stuff like that. And the one we're watching tonight is about, I think, police. It's called something like Supernatural Rangers or something. That sounds like it's like a Saturday morning cartoon. It's like Mystery Rangers or something like that. And it's a bunch of I think it's police. Either stuff that was reported to the police and investigated, or stuff that was even like witnessed by the police. So, yeah, Adi Pramana, there is a new season out. Season 3 is available on Netflix right now. I'm not sponsored by Netflix, but I suggest you watch their show because it's good. And the more of you who watch it, the more they'll make. So, let's try and put some white paint on Billy's face. This might be the first of many occasions where, as we try and paint onto darker paint, we encounter a problem. But I'll do my very best to remember. Half a town made something up to generate some buzz and they're boring. Nowheresville? Never, says Lucy B. Hey, yeah, maybe. They were all calling it into the 911 dispatcher though. Would you do that? Maybe if you were literally all in on it. Okay, that's working. That's dry enough. He's looking spooked. He's been watching Unsolved Mysteries. Now available on Netflix. There we go. Ba-da-da-da, ba-na-na-na. Okay. Oh, yikes. See, it's still wet underneath there. You have to be really careful doing this. Okay. Mills Derp subscribed for 43 months and says 43 comes right after 42, which of course is the answer. I'm just going to check the like. No, I am all caught up. I have, like, you know, in the back of your mind when you like make a mental note and you're like doing something, you're like, I must do this thing in a minute. And I feel like a while ago I told myself that there was an alert or something that I needed to attend to. But I appear to be all caught up. I'm just cleaning my brush. Wiping it down on my apron. Just going to put a tiny bit of white down here because I went outside the lines. There we go, that's tidied that up a bit, which is nice. There's also this here. There we go. Right. Hey, look at me, I'm getting good at this. I just cleaned up a little edge. Tempted to even try it up there, but I probably don't need to because I'm going to cover that with his hair.
Yeah.
Happy 420 BBB.
It never is.
Dudes Lord 16 dab. Is this legs? Well, it is at least leg jokes, so that's pretty close, I guess. Why don't cows skip leg day? To keep their calves in shape. Ha ha ha.
Very good.
What do you call the hat a leg wears? A kneecap. Hi E. What do you give a three-legged dog? A faux paw. Ho ho ho.
A what?
Why was a man standing in front of an ATM machine with only one leg? He was checking his balance. Ha ooh ooh. Where does the three-legged horse live? In the unstable. Hi.
In the unstable.
Yeah.
Very good.
Legs Billy is this legs blaze it.
Well, thank you everyone for blazing it. It's 420, my dudes. That's the sex number. Oh, don't put your elbow in the paint. I keep feeling like I'm doing it, and I don't think I have yet. Have I put my elbow in the paint? No. But it's only oh, God, I thought I did it again then. As soon as I told myself not to. But it's only a matter of time. I know you guys want to see what I'm doing, but I just want to concentrate on this. Okay. In fact, they should maybe be bigger. It's Billy's sort of cheeks, his chops. Okay, that might look strange at the moment if you can't tell what it is that I've actually sort of drawn there. In fact, I might just kind of bring them in. In fact, almost make them touch in the middle there. Yeah, that's good actually, that's better. Yeah, okay. Hey, thanks for blazing it, Lord Brotovich and Steven Skodas. That's 100 bits from both of them. Excellent jokes there. What was the, what was the dog one? Would you give a three-legged dog a faux paw? Oh, I see. A faux paw. Very good. Steven Skodas, thank you for blazing it as well. BBBBB blazing it. Peter taking care of business like a champ. Hey. I gotta, you know, I gotta. I smell paint, says Timmy. I could smell it with my face that close to the picture, let me tell you. Mills Derp, I've got you. You subscribed. Oh, and there was 100 bits. Yes, that's it. Yeah, good. Done. Excellent. Pro. So, wash me brush. What do we want now? A lot of it's going to be black. Maybe I'll go for brown now, and I'll do his hair. Do his hair. Let's get some nice. This is called acrylic paint, burnt sienna. Nice. So we've got to do head hair, facial hair. We got to do it all. Mullet. Banana. It's going well. I'm happy with this. I wonder if I put more effort in and go more carefully when I'm painting for someone. I don't know. I think maybe a little bit. I don't know if I put more effort in, but I care more when there's a mistake, and I try and fix it, I think. I take more time to fix errors. Whereas when it's just for me, I'm like, whatever. Whatever. Who cares if he's got 3 arms? Not me. It's not 420 where Billy's at, isn't it? There we go. He's taking shape, isn't he? He's looking a bit hippie. So a bit hippie Ray Walrus at the moment. I think the plain black t-shirt makes me think it's gonna, I can almost see it becoming, I'm not gonna do this, but I'm saying, I look at it and I'm like, I could just add some horizontal white stripes on that, give him a beret. Some of those, like, those glasses. Basically just make him Ned Flanders' dad, you know? The beatnik. How's that? That's fine. I actually preferred how it was on this side, but I had to add to this side rather than take away. I can't take away from that side to make it even, so there you go. So now, Bewip, thank you to Davey, for subscribing for 23 months. He says, beautiful. Hey, you're not wrong. The old goatee, the goat's cheese, which we all love, despite the smell. Not even despite the smell. I think goat's cheese smells nice. It's just that goats smell like goats, and but the taste of the smell of goat is good, is what we concluded, I think. And when I say we, I mean me, and you guys don't have a microphone right now, so what are you gonna do? Post about it on Twitter with your $8 blue checks. Good. I'm running out of things that I can do at this point because his white bits are all still wet. If I'm very careful, I could probably add some details to that. Alan, please add details. I can probably add his mouth. That's something I can do. Do you like goat's cheese? Is a current poll. Is this cheese? Says Nexus Polaris. Fins as well. You're right, Nexus Polaris. I was going to do those, but I'd sort of forgotten that I'd not done them yet. So yes, people are saying yes, they like goat's cheese. Glad to hear it. So clean this brush. Wipe it off on the apron. And I've still got a bit of my old... Now, how are his fins going to go? That way, that way. Straight at the bottom. Not even sure what angle his fins should be. Maybe just, yeah, wider at the bottom than they are at the top. Sort of trapezium shaped. Let's go to Canvas Cam for this one, I think. That's good. That works. Sort of. It works within the bounds of the fact that he is a sentient walrus wearing a t-shirt, I think. Ooh. Oh, I saw that coming. I caught it just in time. Here we go. So now over here, to add a fin, because I'm using exactly the same color, I'm gonna have to mix just a drop of, like, a tiny drop of black to darken it. This brush is not playing ball now. It's all sort of, it's a bit sort of bunged up. I kind of wring it out, possibly. Fortunate here because all I have to do is get enough paint down to fill in all these gaps. I don't even have to worry about the shape of it because it sort of goes behind his tail. It could go in front of his tail, but I like the shape of his tail. I think given my, you know, complete lack of ability as an artist, that has come out acceptably. Sometimes that's all you can hope for. If I, you know, was using Photoshop, I probably would have made a different color, but it's difficult to mix paint if you don't know, if you're not a, you know, a color artist, whatever that is, a color artist. I've just made up a phrase there. If you're not a color artist, then what can you do? By a color artist, I think I mean just an artist who knows how to actually mix paint, you know, if you're not a painter. But, you know, that looks all right. It just looks like his hand's behind his tail, doesn't it? Which is sort of what I was going for. So I'll take it. And his eyes have just about dried up now. So going to take a risk on his eyes. I have to cut to full screen here. Going to do this face on actually, otherwise I won't be able to do it properly. Okay. He has an face now, which is good and fine. Add in a few whiskers. Okay. Okay. What colour should I do his nose? I think just black again. That was the correct choice. The level of concentration required from me here to make this £250 painting worth even a tenth of that price. Okay, he looks happy. Glad someone is. Got so much paint all over me now. Now the question is, let me go to Canvas Cam. I'll hold it down for you. I've got to be careful what I touch it with, because a lot of my fingers now have paint on. There he is. He's looking pleased with himself. The question now is how and where I add his moustache, if at all. I know he does have one, but I think, yeah, Nexus Polaris says black or brown. Yeah, I think black works. So. Should I add his tash? And if I do, where do I add it? Because I wonder if I could do some real jiggery pokery here. Okay, hang on. Give me a minute. Let me go to Canvas Cam. And then let me grab that so we can see that. You won't believe what I'm doing here. Where's the flipping keyboard? All the way over there. That's a long way. Okay, bear with me. No tuskies. Oh yeah, he doesn't have tusks yet. How am I going to do tusks on against that white background, white mouth? Bear with. I know you still can't see me. I'm nearly with you. Okay, if I go to full screen. No, if I go to PC. Yeah. I've opened him up in MS Paint because I want to try some ideas here. So if I drop a brown colour, man, I've not used paint in flipping years. Oh, I've got a brush already, have I? Okay, there we go. How do I make the brush bigger? Can I make it bigger? Size. Okay, so do I just add a tash sort of like that and colour it in, obviously? Keep in mind that, you know, the texture will match a bit better, but, you know, do I just do that? Sort of on the top of his chops? Or what? I don't really know what the other options are. Maybe more like this, without intersecting his mouth, but that sort of shape. Option 1 or option 2? That's roughly the size I would go for. with both. I wouldn't have it touching his mouth. I would, you know, it would be sort of, just to make this, oh no, hang on, does it even work? Just to make this look even worse. But it would be like that, but obviously that would be properly white. Second one, people are saying, okay, yeah, bit of downward tash. Okay, that's fine, I'll do that. I will do that. Oh, no tusks, TP, says Forgotten Media. Oh, right, yeah, you mean I've forgotten the tusks, right? Yeah, people are saying no tusks. I thought people were saying don't add tusks. Right, so let me go back now to canvas cam, or no, full screen. Full screen. And get an appropriate brush. God, my brush water is just disgusting. The forbidden milkshake. Look at that. Yum, yum. Sort of a purpley grey. So, where's me palette? Here it is. Now I've got to very carefully add I think my brush is wet. All the paint's just sort of running off it. Let me just dry that off a bit before I use it. The time is 1:45, which is about right. I think we're nearly done. I do need to write "Is this legs" on his shirt, which is just not going to be fun at all to do. In fact, I might be better off running upstairs and getting a nice silver Sharpie or something. I think that would I'm just not going to be able to do it nicely. I'm going to ruin this picture if I try and do it with paint. That's the long and short of it. If I try and write "Is this legs" with some arrows on that t-shirt, I will ruin the picture. So, as we always say, keep in mind when you spend your dollary dues on this reward that that yes, TP will do a picture for you, but we can't promise it'll be any good. Okay. It was the right shape at least, I would say. Maybe extend this one a bit. Good. And by good, I mean not terrible. Okay. Ooh. It's something. They're not quite symmetrical, are they? I think they look more symmetrical in person than they do on camera. It doesn't help that canvas cam is actually slightly wonkums. If I try and hold it straight relative to the camera, there we go. It's not so bad, is it? It was either that or Catched and Catthews with a Barbara Pish shirt. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining at all about the request. As you say, you tried to not make it too complex. This is not complex. This is the kind of thing I hope for. My mustache isn't symmetrical most days either, says Lucy B. Yeah, good point. No, this is not at all a bad or a difficult request. As I say, I hope for things like this when people make their requests. So good choice. Yeah, the question now is simply whether I do a mixed media picture, and should I fetch a Sharpie and write "Is this legs" on his shirt? What do you think? I wonder if there's one down here. Probably not. Because other than that, he looks done, doesn't he? Oh, there's no tusks. Running out of clean brushes. But clean this brush off. Normally when I draw a walrus, I do massive tusks. Yeah, anatomically correct walrus tusks. But fortunately, Billy Ray Walrus does actually just have tiny little, almost, oh! The whole flipping music stand just moved. Although that makes it easier for me to... Maybe I should, maybe the lesson is paint with an actual easel, Peter, rather than a music stand. But yeah, fortunately, Billy does just have little, almost fang-like tusks. The real Billy, that is. So I can kind of just do that on this Billy. And other than the fact that I've just smudged his mouth, which will fortunately very easily be overwritten with some actual black paint, that looks to me like some tusks, which is good. Sideburns would be great. Oh, that's a good point. He does have sideburns to go with that 70s vibe, yeah. Yeah, no, you are bang on. You guys all know Billy better than I do. Everyone's like, Peter, tusks. I'm like, oh yeah. Peter, sideburns. Oh yeah. Fix the mouth. There we go. And then some sideburns. Don't have a lot of real estate left on his face for sideburns, but should just about be able to get some in. And we flipping well should as well, no question. So here we go. Still water on this brush. There we go. That's better. There's one. Try and just get it symmetrical. Just turn the whole canvas away from you guys. I'm such a good streamer, right? He looks pretty 70s now, I would say. There he goes. Man, are you getting sick of these looping songs yet? I'm not. Just going to use the old end of brush technique, which has never failed me in the past, right? To redo the edges of these whiskers. I feel like I could be in a really fancy restaurant listening to this music. Okay. Happy days. That is our Walrus. So, the one question remains, given that it's 7 p.m, that shirt should be dry, no? Says NexusPolaris. The shirt is dry-ish, but I'm also not really equipped brush-wise to do text. I have to write the words, "Is this legs?" I don't have the finesse. So my gut instinct is to write it on with a silver Sharpie. If that works for our dear friend NexusPolaris. What I'm going to do in the meantime, but do let me know in the chat, NexusPolaris, if you'd be happy with handwritten and therefore much tidier, and I mean never mind even tidier, but just, you know, not ruining the whole picture. We can go to the gallery and post your stuff to. Hang on, let me go wide. There we are. Down there, TJR, hashtag TJR. It's just there. If you post that on Twitter, you don't have to at me necessarily or at TripleJump or anything like that. Don't do that. As long as you do the hashtag, it will all be fine. So, post pictures of your art now, and we will have a look-see at them. NexusPolaris says Silver Sharpie works. Good to know. I would feel much happier doing that, so I'm pleased. Ontel says, now paint an unreasonably large detailed dragon for the Walrus to hang out with. It should take maybe a minute or two. Yeah, thank you, Ontels. I'll do that after the gallery. Good. So, Charlie Von Karma says, phew, just finished. Well, hopefully, Charlie Von Karma, by the time we've got to the bottom or top of the gallery, I'll do a little refresh and you'll be just in time. Justin Timberlake. Log into Twitter. What's my password? I've forgotten. No. Oh, is caps lock on? No, it's not. Oh, I don't know. That's the one I flipping typed first time, but I must have done it wrong. Okay, so let me go to hashtag TJART. Remember, we share this hashtag, not that there's rules to who owns hashtags, but we share this hashtag with a primary school in, I think, Wales, which is lovely. And they do their art, their TJ, oh, and also Tom Jones fan art. We share it with everyone. Oh my Christ, Lobrotovich, yours was at the top and I've just seen it, and it's a something, is it not? I don't think we've got time to do all the art from last week, which is something I normally do. But what I will do is I'll make sure that I don't miss out anything that's been posted since then, because that's what some people do after the fact. So yeah, I've seen that one, seen that amazing one. I know you guys, well, I may as well show you while I'm scrolling. Let me just hit F11 for a nice tidy screen. There we go. So we've seen these are great. This is adorable. This was posted on the hour. Maybe we might have just missed this at the end. I can't remember actually. I'm not undead, I'm just unchanging. Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Or if not, I've seen it on Twitter, but excellent, Psylog. Oh yeah, this is, I told the story of my sleep paralysis demon. So we've seen this. And then, okay, so these normally get posted after. Yeah, there we go. So Gerrit Coulter has put, how diddly doodly, neighborino. I heard some loud clanging and though you might need, I thought you might need a hand. Get lost, Flanders, I'm busy. There's Hombot on the ground there. I say it every week or every month, but I can't wait to see how this all comes together. It's very exciting. So here we go. This is a kind of an in-between streams post. We've got some faces. Character art, character design, TJ art, or maybe, oh, this isn't even, no, this is just, no, this is, I thought someone had just done it and posted, hey, TripleJump, just doing some art. But no, this is TJ. Look, TJ, he's done his TJ art. And this is it. I say he, I could be, I'm not sure. But here we are, we've got Cameron Keywood from an hour ago, so we're caught up now. Honey, I Lost the Boy, there it is, it's Kratos. In celebration of God of War Ragnarok, I've been playing the 2018 game for the first time this week. Oh, fantastic. And here it is, boy. And then we're straight on to Billy art. So thank you to everyone. I'll do a quick look. Thanks to all these people and that person and that person and those people. Is that is that an ad? Is it? Yes. Yes, sponsored. I was going to say, he's been posting selfies of health workers on TJ art. So here we go. Eden and Pops. Pops, now in 3D. Is This Legs by Eden Rose. Look at this. He's almost dabbing, or he's doing a kind of a, I like it. Look at his attitude. And that is much nicer drawing, lettering than I could ever hope to do on here. We'll see how it goes, won't we? But well done. You've got colour in his eyes, and you've got sheen, shininess. You've got eyebrows, far more on here than I've managed with paint today. So well done, Eden Rose, on that. That's excellent work. We've got some more art here. I could have been a much better Crash NPC. And there he is. It's Billy with legs. He's got his legs. He seems to have a skirt there at the back. And he's wearing the t-shirt and it's pointing at all of his legs. And there's his guitar. It's wonderful. Well done, Cameron Keywood. We've got hand-drawn Stephen Skodes with crayon and pencil. Is this legs? Billy Ray Walrus. It's very good indeed. You guys have all outdone me really with the accessories, the guitar and the sign and stuff. Maybe I should. I've got all these felt pens. Do you remember all these? I did an art once with these, and I might have more luck because the issue I have with paint is I just can't manipulate it. There's a physical challenge to painting that there isn't with this kind of thing. So maybe I should do an art stream with some crayons or some more felt tip ones at some point. Because then I could probably, I'd have more time to do all these little extra touches. Here we've got another pencil one by the looks of it. I'm no expert, but I think so. I don't have legs. Is this legs? Oh, and it's pointing to nothing. Oh, bless him. That's really good, Donna. Well done. Big fan of that one. Oh, Carrie. This is fantastic. See, this is what I'm talking about. This should be on the store. Or we should get a physical one of him wearing it. Look how cute he is. His hair is sort of, he's balding a bit, you know, time's getting on. Miley is not causing him stress anymore, but making him feel old. Well, have we gone all the way through the Coffee House Jazz? We have. It's 1 hour 39 minutes long. We've gone through it. Carrie, that's amazing. Look at the shading and everything. Fantastic. Oh, look. Claire Jones. Of all the crudely modelled out of leftover quiche pastry rolls you've seen today, I'm pretty sure this is the first. It's not just the first, it's the best. That's really good. I really appreciate that while you were making your quiche, you decided, hey, I'm going to do a BRW. Here he is. You lose 10 points there for not carving the letters "Is this legs" with a tiny pin into the shirt area, I'm afraid. So sorry about that. No, I'm joking. That's fantastic. And the only thing that would make me not want to eat him is that he is my son. Other than that, he looks delicious. Bit of goat's cheese, maybe I'd chomp him down. This is just too sexy for me, Mr. Black. You say you're sorry, but are you really? Is this legs? Yes, it is. Here they are, and those are the hot pants, the short shorts. Well done. I love it. He's got a weird face, Billy, hasn't he? It's because he's not a Beanie Baby, but he's a whatever he is. And so when you put that exact anatomically correct head onto anything other than, you know, a body like this, he looks alien as hell. He's like a Star Wars character. Oh, yikes. And then this is what I saw when I was scrolling down. This was right at the top when I first opened the page. So Lord Brotovich has done... why did no one stop me? I didn't know we were drawing Billy wearing Is This Legs shirt. I thought we were drawing legs wearing Is This Billy shirt. What a blunder. I feel so ashamed now. Those are the legs there. Is this Billy Ray Walrus? Yes, it is. Well done. I love it. It's brilliant. And then at the top, we've got this from Phil at Philbo M, who says, "Is this legs?" And those are the perhaps bionic legs, the sort of wrong trousers, if you will, of the Billy Ray Walrus world. And he looks like he's really enjoying having his metal legs. So well done, Phil. I love this. So I'll hit refresh. I know we were waiting on an art or two. Is it F5 to refresh? What I'm going to do, I'm going to have to leave you again now to go and fetch some Sharpies. I'm hopeful we've got silver and gold Sharpies upstairs, which we should do. And then I can write "Is This Legs" on this t-shirt, and then we'll be done and happy and proud. Okay, let's do that. Pop me Michael out. Hello, Michael phone. 3, 2, 1. Oh, in fact, I best go back to full screen or something. I don't know what I should go to. Maybe full screen. 3, 2, 1. Hello. Took me ages, and I'm not even sure how good these are going to be, but we'll give it a go. So let me just try this. Okay, that seems to work. What I'm going to do is actually blot it slightly with a clean part of my apron, because there is just still a little bit of like surface level. I mean, Sharpie can write on pretty much anything, but it probably can't write on wet paint, I wouldn't have thought. So time is 7:15, so it's time to give this the final touch. Is this. It's working. It's working. It's actually working really well. Now I brought a gold one as well. Bronze metallic, it says. I'm not really sure, so hang on. It'll look better in close-up. I'll show it to you in a bit, but that's what I've done so far. I'll try this, LEGS. Ah, yeah, see this one. No, you're not going to see that. It's just not going to show up. So we'll do it all in silver. LE. I appreciate you guys can't really see a great deal here, but sucks to be you, I guess. That is all right. I might just thicken the top line a bit. I'll thicken it all just slightly. Second line. I'll show it to you in just a minute. And if you've got any final submissions for the gallery, get them in. Is it legs? There we go. I think that is a funky fresh little happy Billy. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with that. I'm glad I found a very nice silver Sharpie. It was on Tom Campbell's desk. Thank you, Tom Campbell. I was a bit worried that if I used it on this painting, it would ruin his Sharpie, because I don't think it's an office one. I think it's a Tom one that I've just nicked without asking, but I'll put it back. So I think that has come out pretty well. Nexus Polaris, very importantly, says looks great. So colour me happy. And now with my very last brush stroke, let me just completely wipe this one down, get it nice and clean. There's just a tiny little fingerprint at the top of this canvas. Imagine now if I just dropped this brush. There we go. I've just sort of covered up a slight spillage. Great. I think that's come out pretty well. Final question. I mean, I could just as easily ask this or get Fraser to ask it via Patreon. But would you like it signed? Is the question I should ask. I mean, usually in the past I've only signed them myself. I've not got the others to sign them as well, because I am the artiste after all. But Nexus Polaris, gotta sign it. It says, okay, great. I mean, I don't have a black Sharpie down here, but I will. No, that's a red one. But I will sign it for you. I just pop a little signature down there in one of the corners, probably bottom left, and we'll get it posted out to you with all the other stuff that you get, all the other physical stuff. There's like a whole fan pack. There's an exclusive shirt, I believe, and loads of flipping stuff. So you'll get all of that. And remember, dear viewer, if you too would like a picture painted for you by my fair hands, signed by me, your choice of picture, provided I can do it within roughly 2 hours, then, or less indeed. I've done 2 in one stream before where people gave me cats to do. But yeah, I will do that live for you on the internet on a live stream, and we will get it sent to you with all the other perks of a Patreon top tier. So have a look at patreon.com/Team TripleJump and maybe consider subscribing to the admittedly very expensive but also pretty good value for money when you consider everything that comes with it tier. You get personalized videos made for you and stuff. You can do your own episode of what it means to me, and loads of stuff. So I'm just going to refresh the gallery, but I think it would have refreshed itself if that was, no, we're all caught up. So that, everyone, thank you very much, is the end of another art stream. I will leave this to dry overnight, and we will get it sent out. So thank you, Nexus Polaris, for essentially providing us with something to paint today. Lots of other people have done the same, so really you've got your money's worth, because if you wanted a decent picture of Billy wearing that shirt, you can just flip and head over to Twitter and like download Carrie's or Eden's or Stephen's or John's or Nicholas's or Phil's, or if you want it in pastry form, there's Claire's. And there's also Donna's, and there's box art by Cameron Keywood, and that's it. That's it though, nothing else. So there you go, loads and loads of Billies to go at. Lovely, I'll end it there. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Mondays, and well done to everyone who who painted or drew along with me. You've all done an amazing job. And I'm relieved. I produced something okay. So there you go. Lovely. Thanks one and all, and I'll see you on Thursday for a joint stream. Blaze it. All right then. Bye-bye.